What's going on, everyone? So, Los Angeles Lakers have been on a heater. Not so much offensively, but particularly defensively. So, the Lakers are 4-1 over the last 5 games. They are 30th in offensive rating. Like I said, not great offensively, but defensively, they are first. They have the first in defensive rating and ninth in net rating through these 5 games. And the Lakers look completely different, which is why obviously the offense really needs to pick up. The offense needs to kind of get its budding gear. But the buy-in, the effort, the energy, the rebounding, like everything is just, it looks like a completely different team, right? Seriously. Like this team looks like an actual NBA team. Looks like a team that can compete and can actually win things. Now, look, this doesn't mean that the Lakers don't need a trade and we're good, or just go get a Valanciunas or something and that's it. Now, Lakers are the best team in the league. No, Lakers still need to go get multiple pieces. I even talked about it on the channel. Like, I hope that Rob is looking at this and going like, okay, imagine if we actually had some defensive pieces and athletes. Imagine if we had athleticism and two-way guys to where our defense is able to maintain the level of defense that we're playing and the intensity that we're playing, but also could hit open shots and be, top 5 offense in the league again, right? Like that would be great. Like I talked about in the offseason, right? I thought the Lakers would be top 5 offensively, and so far they haven't been. They were the first 10 games of the season. They were, but part of that was Anthony Davis was playing at an MVP level, averaging 32 a game or whatever. LeBron James was averaging 25-point triple-doubles, right? So that was a big help and a big part of it. And my thing was okay, if the Lakers can be top 5 offensively and then top 12 defensively, right, then they have a real shot at winning an NBA championship, right? But if you can move into the top 10 or something like that would be fantastic, right? So, but the problem is the Lakers are just so reliant on LeBron James, on Anthony Davis, on, Austin Reeves to be great every night, or a D'Lo to be great every night, or a Rui to be great every night. Problem is that they're not consistent enough and efficient enough, right? Like Austin Reeves, very good player, but your third guy, not really that. Unless you just have the right pieces around you to where you can impact the game in a multitude of ways. But the thing more importantly that I want to focus on is actually LeBron James, because I've given the praise, Max Christie, Gabe Vincent, all these guys. Obviously, Anthony Davis is a defensive monster. I've talked about Austin Reeves and D'Lo and their defense lately. They've been very good defensively. They're not great because, they're not defenders and they're not athletes, right? They're athletes, but they don't have athleticism to be these great defensive stoppers. But both Reeves and D'Lo are disrupting passing lanes. They're staying in front of guys. They're not getting just blown by and walked by every possession. It's been very refreshing to see Reeves and D'Lo both kind of buying in. But more than anybody is LeBron James. LeBron James has actually been getting after it defensively. And the thing is that LeBron James the last few seasons has had that habit of not really playing defense, right? He'll have his possession. He'll have a play here and there. He'll lock down a guy for a end of the play, end of the game type thing. But there is how many times have we seen LeBron just not even go to contest a guy in the weak side corner and he's standing right there and he just turns around to go brace to get the rebound, right? It's stuff like that. It's just come on, man. But LeBron has been very active and very good defensively and recently talked about it, recently touched on it. And here's what he had to say. We understand that in order for us to compete in every game and win games, we can't rely on offense all the time. We have to buckle down on defense. I don't know when that was, maybe 6 or 7 games ago or whatever, when our defense was not so good. I think it was that road trip where we went to Miami or whatever the case may be. But from that moment, we just started really sharpening our defense. I think our offense is going to come. We understand that. But you can win games in this league when you're defending at a high level. And we've been doing that over the last couple weeks. most important is my voice. This is in regards to his impact on the defensive side of things. I always got to make sure that my voice is always commanding and calling things out and letting guys know what's happening behind the defense. Obviously, you have the point of attack, the guy guarding the ball, and then 9 times out of 10, 80 is the anchor. So I just try to guide the rest of the guys behind the back line and let those guys know what's going on behind them. Just try to be in the right place at the right time, and also try to take responsibility with my individual matchups, whoever that may be that night. Again, I am very impressed with LeBron James and the defense that he's displaying. He talks about how the offense will kind of figure itself out. The offense will come, and there will be days, there will be nights where the offense does come. My problem is, and this is where the athlete, the athleticism really comes into, is the Lakers don't have guys that can do both, right? So D'Lo, because he's not this hyper athlete, and Austin Reeves, because he's not this hyper athlete, and these other guys are not these hyper athletes, you see at times it's one or the other, right? Last few games, again, Austin Reeves gave you 25 and then 16, and then D'Lo even gave you, 16 and 20. So they have been good so far. But a lot of the other guys, even Rui, right? You've seen Rui try to buy in and buckle down more defensively, and it's really hurting his offense, right? Because they don't have the athleticism to really push and get that lift and stuff. They're exerting all their energy on the defensive side of things that it causes for concern on the offensive side of things. And that's where the issues and problems lie. But I do think, again, a trade needs to be done. Hopefully does get done sooner rather than later. But when you look at kind of LeBron James and what he's doing, right, I've always said, it's you can't lead from the back, right? You have to lead from the front. He has to be the example. Now, I do have my concerns about wearing LeBron James out, right, between now and the playoffs, because we need him healthy and we need him right. But if the Lakers can get the right defensive pieces and get the right two-way guys, then LeBron, I'm not saying don't play. I'm not saying, default back to just hanging out and just using your voice, right? No, I still want to see him play defense. But if you get the right defensive pieces, he doesn't have to go 100 miles an hour on the defensive side every possession, every night for, 60 games or whatever he plays, right? He can, on occasion, pick and choose his spots, or he can defend kind of the corner man that's just camping out or whatever, right? You can kind of mask him in spots, mask him in places if you have the right defensive players and right defense pieces. But when he's the sole athlete on the basketball court, it's kind of hard to do that. It's kind of hard to mask LeBron on the defensive side of the ball. So my hope is that the Lakers end up pulling off a trade in which that can get corrected and that can kind of get fixed, so that way he doesn't have to exert the energy that we're seeing him exert to the level in which we're seeing him exert it. But I am very happy to see him really buying it and kind of taking it upon himself to go, what, I need to be I need to be in the thick of it. I need to be in this mix. I need to make sure that I'm holding up my end and I'm playing the defense and I'm providing the effort and energy. Because again, you're the leader. You're the guy. You're the star. You're one of the few guys that can defend and go get 30, right? Even at age 40, you're 22, which is unbelievable. But that's who he is, right? And again, we need the best version of LeBron that we can get given the circumstances, and we need LeBron to be that defensive stopper, right? We know, again, he can do it on a possession. He can do it at any given moment or a play, end of the game, games on the line, right? LeBron can buckle down, and we've seen him defend Ja and guys like that, right? He can still do those things, but to put the effort in that he's been putting in these last handful of games, it's been very impressive and really does deserve some praise. Look, I've been very critical of LeBron when it's warranted. AD, right? I was going in on AD the other night, missing the free throws and stuff like that. It's just, again, when guys are worth criticizing, they get criticism, right? When guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing and being great, they deserve to be great. LeBron, I give more of a pass. I hold him to a higher standard because he is still a superstar, but I do take into account that he's in year 22, age 40. So there's certain things that maybe you could be a little more critical on that. That I'm not otherwise, just because I understand the circumstances. But the fact that LeBron really has bought in on the defensive side is very impressive to me, and I'm very excited to see it. And hopefully that they're able to kind of keep that up, keep that intensity up, and put us in a good position. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you like and are you impressed with the way that the Lakers have been performing and the defense? And, do you think that guys kind of figure it out and turn it on the offensive side of things? Or do you think like now they don't have the athletes to handle both sides? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.